Hi class, welcome to CCDE 110. I wanted to record this video to show you the best way to navigate the course and also to go over some important information. The first thing I want to say is that the best way to navigate the course is through modules. You can click on modules either here on our home page, or you can go ahead and click on the tab on the left side and that'll take you to modules. So basically the modules are organized according to week. So this first one is where you can find your textbook, and I'll get to that right now. And then as you can see, the other ones are organized by week. That way you can see what we are doing each week. So the module is divided up into things that you should read and then the assignments for that week. So as you can see, for example, we have week 2, we have the readings for this week, and then we have the assignments that are due. Sometimes I'll go ahead and put essay 1. It doesn't mean that the essay is due that week. Like for example, the literacy narrative is not due on week 2. It's actually due February 11th. But the reason I put it here is because you want to make sure that during week 2, you read the instructions for this essay and you start working on it. Something else I wanted to mention, if you look at module number 2, technically, it has writing tools. So it has a lot of really helpful handouts, like handouts about introductions, conclusions, paragraph writing, things like that. So this one is not necessarily something that you should only look at right now. It's something that you should be referring back to throughout the semester because it has a lot of useful and helpful information. So that's the only one that doesn't have an assignment because it's more of a resource module. So the rest, however, like I said, they're organized into weeks and they list the readings and then they list the assignments. So that's how they are organized. And this goes all the way till the end. And as you can see, for some modules, we are discussing the same topic. So that's why some of the modules are 2 weeks long. And like I said, this is the best way to follow the course. The other best way to follow or navigate the course, besides modules, is to also make sure that you check announcements every single Monday. Every single Monday, I'm going to post an announcement that lets you know what we are doing for that week. So here we have the announcement for this week, and it lets you know, again, what you should be doing this week, what you should be reading, and what we are going to complete. Sometimes I will post announcements on other days, but those announcements are mostly going to be updates, or they're going to be extra credit opportunities. I offer extra credit if you attend events and workshops and things like that. So I do let you know about them, and I let you know the dates, and I post that under announcements. So sometimes there will be an occasional announcement on another day. But Monday is when I post the announcement for the week. So that announcement is going to let you know what we are working on for the week, any tips, updates on those assignments, things like that. So make sure that you check your announcements every single Monday, and also make sure that you set up the notifications for announcements so that you can go ahead and be notified whenever I post an announcement. And I'm going to go over right now how to set up your notifications. The other thing that you want to make sure that you review is the syllabus. The syllabus is very important because it contains all of the important information that we're going to cover this semester. So it includes important information about the institution. It also includes important information about an MSU. Like for example, an MSU considers the use of AI academic misconduct. So right here you can read a little bit about the academic integrity, and then here I went ahead and I included this statement which says that we cannot use AI in this class. And basically what that means is that everything you write should be your own. So there's important institutional information. There's also important information about the class. We also have information about my office hours, my office phone number. Of course, if these times don't work for you, then you can always go ahead and email me and we can communicate through Zoom, or we can set up a different time to meet in person. And as far as my email, I do have an MSU email address, but I get a lot of emails in that address, so it's better to email me through Canvas inbox. That's the best way to reach me because Canvas inbox is only for students. So we do need a textbook. We need the They Say I Say, which is the 5th edition. And I'm not sure how much that book is, but we do have a program called Books for Less. And in this program, I think they charge you $24 per credit hour. So in some cases, it's cheaper to be part of this program than to purchase all of your books on your own. Because let's say your books are $500 altogether, but 24 credits, $24 times the number of credits you're taking could come out to $300. So in that case, it's better to be part of the program because you would be paying about $200 less. However, if you only need this one book for this class and the rest of your classes don't require books, then it's probably a better idea to not be part of the program. In that case, you have until February 2nd to opt out of the program. However, you want to make sure that you do the math and that you do whatever is in your best interest. So definitely look at how much your books are going to cost, look at the credits you're taking, and just do the math and try to figure it out and see what's best for you. So the rest of the syllabus, like I said, it does contain important information about the course, some institutional information as well. So you want to make sure that you read all of the syllabus carefully. That way you can take the quiz, because we do have a quiz over the syllabus. And like I said, we have some other information about some assignments in the course. Here we have the assignments that we are doing, and we also have a brief explanation. So basically, the essays, we do have a few major essays, and these are worth 100 points each. So you want to make sure that you read the instructions carefully. And for a lot of these essays, we do pre-assignments for them. So like, for example, we might do a writing exercise. We have to like brainstorm, or you have to pick a topic, and then you have to do an introduction. So we kind of do it in steps to make it a little bit more manageable. And we also have readings related to the essay so that you can go ahead and see how other narratives are written, or how other types of those essays are written. So definitely it's important to read the instructions for the essays. Essays are typically due on Sundays. We also have the writing exercises, which are more of weekly assignments. We don't have them every week, but they are weekly assignments, and they are about a page long, and they are worth 10 points. Sometimes it might not even require you to write like a page. Sometimes it's just to fill out a handout. So this is worth 10 points, and they are typically due on Sundays. We're also going to have discussion questions. Now for the discussion questions, you are required to submit 2 response posts. So you're supposed to respond to the main discussion question, and you're supposed to do this by Thursday. And then you have until Saturday to reply to a classmate. So the reason why there's 2 due dates for this is because sometimes people want to finish the discussion during the week, but they can't because everybody waits till Saturday. So in order to avoid that, your first response is due by Thursday, and then like I said, you have until Saturday to reply to a classmate. And if you have any questions about this, please let me know. The due date is listed by Thursday, so as long as you submit your first post by Thursday, it won't show up as late. And like I said, you can go ahead and submit your second post Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and it won't show up as late as long as you submitted your first post by Thursday. We also have quizzes, and these are very short quizzes that are based on the reading or on a module or on a PowerPoint, and they are timed, and they usually take about 35 to 40 minutes. Actually, they usually take less, but I give you like 35 to 40 minutes because I realize that for a lot of these quizzes, you're probably going to have the PowerPoints or the textbook open. That's fine. The only thing you want to be careful with is you don't want to open the quiz until you are ready, because like I told you in the announcement video, I only have 1 set of questions. So if you look at the questions and then you don't take the quiz, that kind of gives you an unfair advantage because other students didn't get to see the questions first. So don't open the quiz until you are ready because we only have one attempt and quizzes are typically due on Fridays. We also have tutoring available that is free, and we have in-person and online tutoring. So if you are interested in tutoring, please make sure that you please make sure that you go to this website, and if you want to be part of the online tutoring, they do have to add you to a Canvas course, so make sure that you contact the coordinator so that they can add you. For in-person tutoring, all you have to do is show up to one of the tutoring centers and they'll help you there. Of course, for locations, go ahead and look at the website, but we do have tutoring centers at Sunland Park campus, Gaston campus, East Mesa campus, and Espina campus. So they are available everywhere. As far as classroom management goes, please remember that this is an online class, so you do need reliable access to internet and a computer. Computer malfunctions or Wi-Fi or internet issues are not going to be considered valid excuses, especially because you have the whole week to submit something. So you don't want to wait until the last minute just in case your electricity goes out or anything like that. So please make sure that you have access to a computer, because sometimes when you submit essays or things like that that are written, the formatting might be off if you do it on an iPad or on your phone. So just try to have access to a computer. We do have computer labs at all of our campuses, so you can go ahead and use the computers there, and also make sure that you can check Canvas and that you can communicate through online and that you can submit your assignments online. If there's anything that's preventing you from doing that, then go ahead and talk to me, but you want to make sure that you have everything ready now so that you don't fall behind or things don't break down and you're stuck the rest of the semester. As far as attendance, you are required to attend class, so that means that you should be logging in weekly and you should be submitting assignments weekly as well. So that is mandatory in order to stay in the course. If I notice that you haven't logged in at all to Canvas during the first 2 weeks, then I do have the right to drop you. However, it is your responsibility to drop the course if you're not planning on staying in this course. When it comes to late work, I don't accept late work, unless, of course, there was some sort of emergency or serious issue that prevented you from turning in that assignment. So please make sure that you always communicate with me. That way I know if anything is going on. I do want to say, though, that I do have a grace period for the assignments. So basically, a quiz is due on Friday, but I give you until Saturday to turn it in. So it'll stay open one extra day for late submissions. We also have a 1-day grace period for essays and for writing exercises. So again, if the writing exercise is due on Sunday, I leave it open until Monday for you to go ahead and submit it late. And I do not take off any points. The only assignments that cannot be submitted late are the discussions. And the reason for that is because they are done in a live forum. So, we have to submit them in real time. We cannot submit them late. Scrolling down, we have the important dates, and then we have the tentative schedule. When it comes to the tentative schedule, you will see that it's broken up into things that you read and the assignments that are due for that week. So right here are the things that you should read for this week, and then here we have the assignments. So again, if you want to figure out what's going on weekly, look at the modules, look at the syllabus, look at the announcements. If you want to know what's going on down the road, then you can definitely look at the syllabus, and it tells you what we are doing week 14, week 15, 16, things like that. So again, as you can see, the syllabus, the modules, they have everything we're doing, so that way you don't get lost, that way you don't fall behind. If you're going to travel or if you have a busy work week, then you can definitely get ahead and try to do the assignments earlier because they are open. The only assignments that are not open are the CRR, because that one we have to do it during that specific week. But everything else, you can try to get ahead. I usually don't grade assignments ahead of time, but you can go ahead and do them ahead of time if you need to because of your schedule or whatever. So really there is no reason why anybody should not know when assignments are due, because everything is listed in the syllabus, everything is listed in the modules, and of course your calendar should let you know when the assignments are due. Now, when it comes to the textbook, we do need a textbook for this class, and here it is. It is They Say, I Say 5th edition. You can purchase this textbook online, or you can purchase the textbook at the bookstore. If we look at the very first module, you can go to modules, or you can click on Start Here in the home page, and it'll take you to the first module. So if you look here, I do have a link to purchase the ebook. So you can go ahead and go to that link. Also, if you do purchase the ebook, you're going to be able to access it through Brightwave. So all you need to do is click on Brightwave, and then the book is going to pop up, and that is how you're going to read the book. So you go ahead and you click on the book, and then you click on Read Now. And here we are in this chapter, which is the chapter where I left off, but you can definitely go ahead and use the tab to go to other chapters, and you can also go ahead and move the arrows to go to different pages. Here's a table of contents. Here we go. It used to be on this side. So here we have the title page, all of that stuff. You want to go to the introduction, you can click here, and you can also take notes and things like that. So it's the textbook, except that it is an ebook. If you prefer to buy the textbook, I believe that you can, but if you buy it through the bookstore, if you buy the ebook, it's going to be under the Brightwave / Red Shelf. So going back to that first module, let me show you how to access it this other way. So you can go ahead and click here, and it has other important information, like for example, it has the course navigation video that you're watching now. It also has the modes of communication. It has a handout to show you how to view the feedback, because I leave feedback in the rubric on the actual assignment, and also in the submission comment box. So if you don't know how to find all that, this tells you how to find it. Now, a lot of these are based on like older versions of Canvas, but the steps are still the same. So here I show you how to submit an assignment. I talk a little bit about plagiarism. I do use Turnitin to check for plagiarism. So if you submit an assignment and you notice that your originality score is too high, it's telling you that the percentage, like let's say it says 50%. Basically what that means is that 50% of that essay or that paper was found to be on the internet. So if you notice that it's too high, definitely go ahead and fix it so that you don't get in trouble for plagiarism. So I don't use Turnitin to try to catch you plagiarizing. I use it so that you can also see what your originality score is and improve it if necessary. However, there are times where your score might come out really high, because like let's say you do an assignment and you copy down the assignment questions and then you answered them. It might tell you that your originality score is 70% or something, but that's because you copied the questions. In that case, that's fine. That's not going to count as plagiarism. And I always go back and I check anyway, so I always check the report just to make sure, it's not plagiarized or anything like that. So if that happens, if you copy the questions and it marks them as plagiarism, don't worry about it. I'll go and check it and I'll know that you did not plagiarize. As far as extra credit, I already mentioned that I will offer extra credit for events and workshops and things like that, and I will let you know about that under announcements. So here again, we have some information about the textbook, the syllabus, and what we are doing for this first week. I also wanted to mention that I have a netiquette for online classes. Basically, these are kind of like guidelines so that we can all communicate in a respectful manner, because we want to make sure that we're able to share ideas, but we also want to make sure that we are respectful and courteous and remember that we are in an academic setting. So going back to the modules, the first module has a lot of important information as well. So right here, it shows you how to set up notifications on Canvas. So if you have the Canvas app on your phone, anytime I post an announcement or I grade something, you can set it up so that you get notifications for that. So all you have to do is either do it on your computer or on your phone. And I show you how to do both. So this right here is how to do it on your phone. So you can go ahead and click on push notifications and see right here it tells you what notifications you want. So you can go ahead and click on announcement if you want to be notified anytime a new file is uploaded, if anytime there's any changes to the course content, anytime a due date changes, it'll notify you. So you can actually go ahead and set the notifications to whatever you want, which I think is really helpful because it reminds you of when things are due, or it reminds you to check announcements. And I also have a general help and question forum, so you can definitely go ahead and post any general questions you have. This is like a discussion so everybody can see it, so only post questions that you feel the whole class might have. If it's a personal question that applies only to you, then it's better to email me through Canvas inbox, which is right here. This is Canvas inbox. So definitely make sure that you go through this module, and then here we have the assignments that are due this week. Something else I wanted to mention is, like I was saying earlier, if you want to meet with me through Zoom, you can. So all you have to do is email me through Canvas inbox. We can set up a Zoom meeting, and then whenever we're meeting, all you have to do is click right here where it's supposed to say office hours, but it's kind of short. So all you have to do is click on office hours, and that'll take you to the Zoom link where we can meet at that specific time that we scheduled. So I hope this was helpful. Please let me know if you have any questions. I know that there's a lot to cover, and I know that this video is already pretty long and we didn't even cover everything, but please make sure that you look over the course. Please make sure that you familiarize yourself with Canvas. That way you are familiar with everything that's going on in the course. And if you have any questions, please let me know. I hope you guys have a great semester.